Josh and I are very petty. Josh, what do you think? I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Yeah.
Because we could be pretty petty.
Oh,
what do you think is like some of the most pettiest things you've done?
I will. Let's do this. I'll unfollow somebody if they don't follow me.
I do that too.
I will. If I follow you and I make a comment or I message on your shit or like some shit and you give me no love, you got 48 hours before I unfollow your ass. Yeah, I'm petty.
Oh my God.
I'm petty.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That you don't.
No.
Oh yeah, baby.
Like I have someone that followed me and then they like go back to like following nobody almost. So I'm like, well, if you're following nobody, if you're following like 2 or 3 people and I'm not one of them, like why interact with me?
Yeah.
Why follow me? Like why should I follow you? I don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
That is petty. That is very petty.
For me, it's like a privilege. I feel like you know what I mean. If I'm following you, it's a privilege. I mean,
Do you guys know?
that's how I kind of look at it. You know what I mean? Because we've talked about this before, Snacks. Reciprocated energy. That's how I get down. That's how I've always been. I'm gonna put in what you put in. You know what I mean? If you're giving me love, I'm giving you love. That's how it is. I mean, obviously it differs from my homies and shit who I just love unconditionally.
And
But we all follow each
social
other.
Media?
But, I'm sorry, what?
And for you, that's social media?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. That's fine. That is completely fine. I'm just making sure I know who.
Well, tell me your most petty
you are.
thing. I mean,
Not
Hold on,
that.
Judge
I want to dive into that a little bit deeper.
Okay.
That.
So if you're following someone on a social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and they don't follow you back, like what does that mean?
I was just going to tell you, do you guys know how many people? Because my account is private.
Your request is probably like that.
The request is very long. Most of them I just ignore. If you don't have mutual, if it doesn't say like also followed by at least 2 or 3 other people, you don't need to be on my page, for one. So I just ignore you. For 2, I just hit accept and that's it. Keep it moving. I don't hit follow back.
well, I mean, I think we should be clear too that this is why it's so petty for me, is because it's mostly females for me.
Following back shows a level of
Right.
interest, or at least common courtesy.
So it's mostly females for me. I got
Right,
homies
right,
and stuff that I'll follow. They don't follow me back. I don't care. No big deal.
So from
Right.
a female's
You know what I
point
mean?
of view, you don't follow back. Why? Because you don't give a shit about the person.
I don't really care about social media in
Right.
general.
Yeah, she's not
wanna
really into it.
If you really want to look at my page that I haven't posted on for 3 years, then go ahead. It's all yours.
This is good though.
But you are on there.
This is good.
You are active on there. Yeah, you just don't post anything.
Right.
So what makes you?
I just like to see everybody else's
You just like to
business.
creep.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, I don't follow people. I will. There's maybe I could count on maybe 2 hands, like specifically women that I have followed. Usually they follow me first and I follow back because I feel like I don't want to be the online creep. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't just randomly follow people. It's just something I've never really done. Luckily I have a meme page, so people follow me. So it's like if you're DMing me or reacting to my post, then that's like a qualified lead. Then okay, I'll follow you back.
So,
what is your follow to followers ratio?
I don't really know. That's a good question.
Let's take a look.
What are we looking on Instagram?
I guess I'm the creep guy. Snacks. Do you know that? I'm the creep guy. I'll follow somebody.
No, you're at a half ratio.
Oh,
You're
see, I'm
about
fol-
half.
Am I?
Oh,
Yeah,
see, and
okay.
I'm following way more
You're-
people than are following me. I think that's because they're all they're
Pages.
not people. Yeah, they're
Companies
they're
or-
pages
yeah.
and
I
stuff
get
like
these
that.
fake pages and stuff that follow me, and obviously I don't follow them back. These weird pages and stuff like that. I'm not gonna.
I have a weird thing where I don't like to follow over 1,000 people. I have no idea why.
That's petty.
I don't know why.
petty.
I
Oh,
don't know
sorry.
why. Like I feel
So
like
you keep it right at 1,000.
I
all
do.
the
I
time?
do. The other day was like at 1,006, and I'm like, nope. Some of these people gotta go. Most. I don't know why.
Shut your mouth.
I swear.
Oh
So,
my God.
ladies and gentlemen, let me just make this clear. If you're within the 1,000 of Snacks' friends,
I F with you.
You
I F
made
with
it.
you.
You made it.
So most of the people that I unfollow are like businesses or like old meme pages that stop posting.
for
But
sure.
if you go to your followers, if you go to your followers, and you could see like who's the earliest, who's the least interacted with. It's mostly yeah, like look at most shown in feed, least interacted with.
Oh.
So it's least interacted with people. But if I see some of these names and they've been following me like forever, I'm gonna keep them on there. Like Leo Messi, I don't need to follow him.
Yeah.
World Cup's over. He ain't doing like Kylian Mbappe.
Bye,
you know?
Messi. Bye.
You know,
You didn't make the cut.
sometimes it's people like that I actually know in town, and some
Categories.
I'm so weird. Sometimes I'm like, I got to do somebody I know personally.
It says accounts you don't follow back. There's one name and 337 other people.
Hey, where is that? Because that's what I want to know.
It just popped up. Categories. Accounts you don't follow back. Look.
Oh my God.
Under followers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get that because I think I'm a business page, so I don't get that.
Oh. Follow
That
requests.
is so funny.
So now I'm back down to 995 followers, so you guys know. I don't know why. I just feel like there's something weird inside me where it's like I have too much. There's too many meme pages. I'm already seeing too many meme pages. No offense, but like, it's your page. Post what you want, but I don't want to see like your kids all the time. Like I don't need to see all that. You know.
Well, that's
so
why you see all these celebrities and stuff. They got 400 million whatever
Yeah.
followers, and they're following like 37.
they're personal friends that they mess
Yes.
with.
For sure.
All right. So what's
Wait,
some?
wait.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Snacks. What's the most pettiest thing? Because I just put myself out there on the social media petty.
I'm trying to
follow
think
thing.
about this. I've been trying to think about
Okay.
that.
Well, then, what about you? Okay.
I'm petty in the aspect of I'll call people out. If I see them doing something, I'll be like, well, wait a minute. Didn't you say this? And they're like,
So it's like if someone says like, I'm not going to drink until Friday, and it's a Wednesday, you're like, I thought you were drinking until
Yeah.
Friday,
Yes.
mother.
But that's
But
really not
I
really
put you
petty.
on the
That's more of
spot.
accountability thing, though. That's in my eyes. That's not really a petty
I think
thing.
what makes it petty is
Your delivery,
my motivation.
Yes, yeah, exactly. The motivation behind that, I think
Yes.
so. All right, I know I'm very petty at this thing. I'm the first one to like block you on everything. if you piss me off like that little much, I'm like, nope, can't do it. I'm blocking
You
you.
have been eliminated from Friendship Island.
Yeah, like okay, like first thing to go is Snapchat.
Oh my god.
It's like,
Trickle down effect, dude.
yeah, but then you gotta show them.
Oh,
You gotta show them dominance. You gotta unfollow them on Snapchat, but let them keep following you. So when they look on their shit, they're like, oh so and so unfollowed me.
Right. Oh
That's
my God.
strike one.
So if someone sees, oh, Snacks blocked me from Snapchat. All right, no big deal. He blocks everybody on Snapchat.
That happens.
At
yeah.
what
Stage
point
one.
should someone be worried about their about where they stand with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Next, you're getting reprimanded. You're not viewing my stories on Instagram.
Oh,
You're still
dang.
following me, but you're like, how come I don't see his stories anymore? You're in timeout at that point.
It's ridiculous.
So let me ask you this
Yeah.
though: do you look at to see who checks your stories or whatever the
Yeah,
deal
who
is?
doesn't? Everybody does.
I just learned how to do that,
What? Who is this guy?
dude. I'm telling you, I just learned how to look to see who was watching.
You know
my
what? You know
shit.
what pisses me off about that? Like on Snapchat, you send someone something, they're watching your stories, but they haven't opened your messages yet. It's like
Oh,
same thing.
man.
I do that on Instagram though. Like people DM me stuff and I don't look at.
That goes back to like to me, that goes back to like the ghosting deal.
It's
You know
playing
what I mean?
games. It's playing games with people.
Like, seriously.
Social
There's been
media
times
games.
where I haven't responded to somebody or it just ignored someone's phone call, and then I go on Insta. But that is part of the exact reason why I
Dude.
don't like social media.
I hate
because then I'll
you.
be like, oh, I'm gonna go on Instagram, and then I'll like close out real quick. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna see that
I saw their story.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, she's
Then you're
active.
committed.
Right. She's active right now.
Oh man.
So then I can't be like, oh, I wasn't on my phone or I didn't see it because I was on social media.
So I think that's a petty thing that I'll do. I will block your ass for sure. And then I'm the first one like
I have
to
another
unblock
petty,
you.
I have another petty problem. That's what we're gonna call this. Petty problems.
Oh, are you being petty boop right now?
Yeah, petty boop. If I text you and you don't text me back, I'm just not texting you back, and I'm just not.
What's the time frame?
Okay, so if I text you like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Whatever it is, it depends. It all depends. I have my friends are excluded from this, obviously, but I guess I'm talking more on the
Female side,
female
yeah.
basis. If I text you, "Hey, what are you doing?" or if I invite you out and you don't reply or say anything, I'll leave that there, and I am not texting you ever again
Never.
until you text me back. And
so
I also
funny.
have another petty thing. If I invite you out to something at least twice, I'm probably not doing it the third time. If you just keep making it to where it's like you can't go, or there's a reason why you can't go. I'm like a 2 strikes and you're out.
Make it a point to keep track. I've asked this person 2 times.
Yeah,
That's it, you're done.
I mean, you could see like,
2
hey,
strikes, you're
I've
out.
asked this person they're involved. Hey, you want to go out on the lake? You want to go grab some lunch? You want to whatever it is. And if they always have a reason why they can't, forget it.
Oh, okay. I'm like that. I'm like that. I really am. But okay, you're the 2 strike, you're out guy. My level of strikes depends on how pretty you are.
You guys are grounded.
Go to 2. The prettier you are, the more strikes and the more chances you're gonna get,
Oh
and the
my
more I'll
God.
invite you to stuff. I don't really invite people out though much, and I actually some people do get pissed off at me. It's always, "Where's my invite?" Oh, cool, like, you know. And I'm just like, you guys know where I'm at. Like if you know me, you know where I'm at Fridays, Saturday, Tuesdays. Like,
Plus, also
just show up.
You
Also,
didn't get an invite. You're not pretty enough. Because you're not pretty.
Pretty much.
well, also explain like
Enough.
You got to be around factor. The
You gotta
be
be
around
yeah,
factor.
yeah. That's another thing too. It's like out of sight, out of mind, unfortunately. But I have a very close circle of friends. I think most of my friends I've probably been friends with at least 15 years. That's awesome, you know?
Yep.
And I'd say like the earliest friend is probably Chris, and that's already over a year. But we've hung out with each other almost like every single day for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that time, the way that time works, you know,
Right.
when you spend a lot of time like that together, you know what I mean. A year can be, you know,
A couple,
you know, 3, 4, 5 years.
Like dog years.
Yeah, exactly.
Friend
I could have known
years.
someone 4 years, but maybe I only kicked it with them twice a month or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. So if you're not actively in the friend circle, I'm gonna forget about it, and it's nothing personal. It's just it just
I totally
happens.
get that. My best friend that lives in California, we met right before. We didn't meet. We grew up together. We connected right before COVID. COVID happens, blah, blah, blah. She's out here or I'm out there for almost the entire span of COVID. We spent almost every single day together for 2 years. She's instantly my new best friend. She's,
course.
Yeah.
you know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So I totally get that. And you spend that time with somebody.
Because time does not determine, you know, the level
Quality.
of friendship or
Right.
quality of friendship. It just doesn't. It never has. It never will. I mean, at least in my eyes. And
Well,
you know,
even
most-
taking that a step further, like you could have probably like really close connections with people online that you've never even met,
Oh, for sure.
than like people around you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what cracks me up? You mentioned something earlier. I will text, and there's one person who I do it to more than anybody and not on purpose.
I'm gonna try to guess. Go ahead.
And I will say, hey, what's up? What are you doing? And they will answer me and say, oh, I'm doing this. Why? What do you got going on? And I will never reply.
Oh,
And I-
Do I know this person?
oh.
Does your name begin with a T? Is it Taylor? Oh, Taylor.
Poor Taylor.
How did I know that?
Shit makes her
Shout
so
out, Taylor.
mad.
Well, I get
I
it.
would
I'm
be
on Taylor's
too.
side. I'm on
Yeah,
Taylor's
Taylor,
side.
we were riding for you.
I'm on your side, Taylor. Yeah, get her. But I mean, that shit would drive me crazy. I mean,
Drives her crazy.
Ugh.
She hates it. And I'm like, well, she's like, and she replies within like 10, 20 minutes. That's not a long time. And I'm like, well, I didn't hear from you, so I made other plans.
I'm like
Or I
an
changed my mind.
immediate.
Maybe I'm like, well, I just don't want to do anything anymore.
Just tell her. Damn it.
Yeah, right?
We're rooting for you, Taylor.
Oh,
Just
I love
tell
you.
her.
I still love her. Taylor, I love
Yeah,
you.
no doubt. You guys love each other to death. Whenever you get the once a month, you get to hang out for 20 minutes. Any
Oh, man.
any other petty things that you guys can think
I
of?
mean, I got a few, but I'm tired of dumping on myself. You know what I mean? I got a few.
Okay, well,
I can be pretty. petty.
maybe it's not you specifically. Well, you kind of outed yourself, but
Yeah.
just petty things. But maybe I'll elaborate. I'm trying to think of some more stuff, and that's about blocking them.
Yeah,
very
I
adamant
mean,
about.
Probably a huge thing.
I can be petty for sure.
I'll like make sure someone sees or hears me if they don't like me.
Oh shit! That's
If they
good.
don't like me, I'm like extra loud, or I'll like walk by them and
More-
like elbow
yeah,
them.
be more present.
Oh,
be
that's
more present
cool,
in the room.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't like
That's
me.
pretty.
and
Yeah. Here
That's
I am.
actually that's hot. That's sexy. I think you know what I mean. That's like I like that. I like that. I ain't
Just
going
doing a King
nowhere.
Kong, you're pounding your chest.
I like
Yeah.
that.
What's funny too is like you don't like me. Okay.
Yeah.
Get in line. There's a
Actually, you
there's
know
a
what?
lot of-
There's a male version of that, right? I mean, you know, I know that when me and my boys and stuff, and we go out and we do things or whatever, and if we're in the same room or vicinity of people who don't like it, we don't give a fuck. You know,
we get a little louder.
We get a little louder.
Yeah.
We get a little
Yeah.
bit more, you know, whatever, bring a little bit more attention our way. So that's kind of similar to the same thing.
Wait, that's kind of hard too, though, because now we just put ourselves out there because we're loud. We're loud in general.
Yeah.
So now someone's gonna be like, "Oh, she's being loud."
Oh yeah. Right.
She
But
must
that's
not like me.